Hey guys, welcome back to the Emlyn in the Mix show, season 5, episode 13. I've got an absolute banger of a show here for you guys today. We are checking out Upright Bass, the brand new session instrument from Native Instruments. It is session Bassist, and if you like bass, you're going to absolutely love this instrument. I'll have a timeline down below if you want to just get straight into the goods to hear this instrument and all that it has to offer. But thank you so much for joining me today. Now, just a few quick housekeeping things to get out of the way. If you want to get early access to this show, this is a new thing on YouTube. You can become a member of the Emlyn in the Mix show. I have no idea how to do that. I think there's probably a link down below to become a member, and you'll get early access to this show by almost a day. So that's pretty cool. If you do want to become a member and get early access, get the goods before everyone else, you can do that. And the other piece of housekeeping is this deal. It's still going 3 weeks in a row. It's our sponsor. Again, it's Native Instruments back to back here with sponsorship, but we do have, this is full disclosure, affiliate link down below. It's a freaking good deal though. Like, I wouldn't do this if I didn't think this was just a ridiculously good deal. So you can get 9 expansions for $99 US. Yes, I do know on my screen it says 149. That's because I'm in Australia. It's in AUD, Australian Aussie dollars. And yeah, it's 149 for us, but you guys, if you're paying in USD, $99 for 9 expansions, and the expansions freaking rock. I don't know if you haven't ever had them before, if you just got a Native Instruments machine or something like that, new piece of hardware, these expansions are really going to give you the goods to boost your creativity and have a hit song. Why not? Have a hit song on Spotify, on iTunes, or whatever. It's not iTunes anymore, Apple Music. You know what I mean. These expansions freaking run. I'm not going to show you them right now. This deal, literally, if you're listening to this too far in the future, I'm sorry you've missed this deal, because there's only, 5 days left, and probably only 4 days once the show drops. Or if you're a member, you'll get it 1 day extra to get this jump on this deal. Anyway, click the link down below. I have the link for that down below. This is the last time I'm going to mention it. It's a freaking good deal. I don't know if they'll do this again this year or if they'll ever do it again because of inflation and the economy going crazy. Crazy good deal. 9 expansions for $99. All right, let's move on to today's product. Now, if you do love this product as well, I have a link for it down below. Again, it is an affiliate link. Hey, it's my birthday in a few days. You want to shout your boy? You want to celebrate my birthday? Then click all the freaking links down below and freaking pay for freaking everything. No, I'm just kidding. But if you do love this upright bass, I will have a link for that. That's also an affiliate link. Big shout outs to Native Instruments for supporting your boy. In fact, it's fine. Because it is my birthday, freaking loving just your eyes on this video helps everything, algorithm. Make sure you hit like as well, because that expands the views or whatever and gets more views for all of the viewers. I know, promoism, but I'm going to do it. It's my freaking show. I can do what I want. I love the rambling. You guys love the rambling, apparently, and that's why you are here. Okay, so all the silliness aside, we're going to get into this instrument now. So virtual double bass. This sounds really good, by the way. I've been playing with this for a little bit just before we did the show, and my goodness, is this a lot of fun. So the deep, organic low end of a stunning, handcrafted upright bass at your fingertips. You can explore over 220 playable patterns. That's pretty good, actually. I didn't know I had that many. And phrases that are perfect for a range of contemporary genres, and compose and perform your own solo melodies and bass lines. All right, so get session Bassist upright bass right now, okay? You got to do it. Bass bold tones, experience the depth and resource of the upright bass, sampled with the distinguished 1970s modeled, handcrafted in mitten wold. I have no idea what that is. It might be a type of wood. A comprehensive library of loops, melodies, and articulations performed by leading session musicians make it simple to infuse backbone of your tracks with organic charm, whether you're laying down soulful jazz and blues bassline, pop and hip-hop grooves, or even classical motifs. Yes, you can do all that with this. It sounds very authentic. But I was thinking earlier, isn't AI just going to replace all of us musicians anyway? Like, what is the point of us having these incredible instruments? No, sorry, I don't want to go all dark on you guys with this AI dystopian future. Let's have fun while the humans are in control, hey? Unparalleled realism, bring that professional session feel to your tracks with a selection of authentic articulations, including open, muted, and bowed. I'll show you that today on the show. And actually, I do have a secondary camera, which we'll have here. Get my arm out of the way. using the complete control down here, which has actually, you can't see it on the camera there, but it has all the mapping for this instrument laid out really nicely with the key lights, so I can see where the melodies are, where the notes are, and where the muted and bowed and all that sort of playing expression is, which is really cool. So we'll do that once we get into it. But yeah, you can play it two ways. Upright bass offers two ways to compose bass parts. You got the pattern-based instrument for creating instant grooves, and melody instruments for crafting more intricate melodies note by note, which is you could just play it basically as a bass. Seamlessly integrated, these instruments make it simple to craft bass lines for any groove, whatever you need, and whichever you do your workflow. So I think I butchered how I was speaking there, but anyway, whatever. I hope that just makes sense. Patterns to inspire, 220 riffs, amazing. And then you can tailor your tone. We'll go into this as well. You got a bunch of effects pedals that you can add, which are all native instruments. A lot of fun. You're able to zoom in on that so you can have a good squiz at that. I think that's as big as we're going to get. What do we got? 39 sound presets. Hands-on with a range of tone controls, explore condensers, dynamics, and mixed stereo mic setups. Oh yeah, you can change the mic setting as well, where the mic is placed. And yeah, really a lot of fun. So you got amplifiers and cabinets from Guitar Rig 7 Pro as well. Very, very cool. Very cool indeed. All right, I think we just jump straight over. You've had enough of my waffling. You don't need that. All right, so we got it set up in Ableton Live. Kudos and shout outs to Native Instruments as well for updating their Contact player. I'm just in love with Contact now. Like, I totally forgot it's got a resizable GUI. I mean, it looks kind of small in the video here today, but it's big enough for my eyeballs, which is all I need to say. It used to be kind of tiny and looked really dated, but yeah, you can expand upon it now, which is really great. All right, so we got upright bass here. Let's have a quick look around. So top left corner, you got vibrato and bend, which is, if you can see, that's going up there. When I play with the expression wheel, let's bring that camera back on there. All right, so if I move my hand there, of course you can see. So yeah, just playing with the expression wheel, we are getting movement on the vibrato, which is perfect. Okay, so moving along over to the right side here, you got your sound presets. You can link it to the song so it plays to tempo. I think I just got my tempo at 120. Let's just boost that down a little bit, just make it a bit more realistic to maybe jazz styles, that sort of thing. We don't have to do jazz with this, you can do EDM, whatever you want to do. So then down the bottom left there, you have your melody, this one here. And to the right, you've got your pattern, which is all controllable on the keys down here. So let me just play back so you can actually hear this instrument. This is, I don't know what the sound preset is actually. If we can actually jump in. We can play with our sound presets, of course, and see what actually sound preset we have. So mic only, condenser. So this will just give us various sounds. But let's just go with the default sound preset here. So depending on how hard I play or the velocity I play it at, you can hear it's actually got that authentic slapping sort of sound against, like, I've never played an upright bass, but I definitely know how one sounds. And this has that very authentic, very incredibly meticulously sampled sound. So great. And the thing I really love actually is just, I love bass and playing bass lines, but like, how good does that sound? If you were to put that in a song, freaking, you've got it, you're covered. Like, you're covered. Let me see if I can just get my little action cam here and see on this tiny little screen up the top left here, if you can see the key lights. If you are watching us here on Spotify or YouTube, of course, it's very dark, but yeah, see, so you can see over here, this is my pattern. The red is my melody. These are my mute and bow strings. Not 100% sure what green does yet, but then it goes blue on my key lights, which is essentially my notes, like that. So just wanted to quickly, if you are watching us there, it's kind of handy to be able to see that is what is happening there on the Kontrol S49 Mark III. All right, let's play now. So you got your different styles. So we got open. We can do muted. Actually muted, this is muted. So the note's not elongated, it's short, abrupt. And then we've got flagellant. Is that how I say it? Flagellant. And then we've got our bow. Bow. A lot of realism there, and you can hold it down to get sort of a sustained beautiful. We'll take it back to our regular open, and now we'll play with some of the melodies. So I hold down one of the red notes here, which gets our first melody going, the Spy A. One thing I want to quickly say, that sounds great. You can play it. It's tempo synced to my DAW of choice, which is Ableton Live here, of course. One thing I do want to say is that one thing about Kontakt, which I really love, is it's not resource heavy, especially if you've got a sample playback instrument like this, which sounds really good. We're not using up much resources, which is just really, really cool to see. Okay, we'll play with some more patterns here for you guys. So this is our next pattern, the Spy B. So as long as you play in time with the rhythm, you can hear it sounds really good. Again, all tempo synced to my track. I could put a drum line behind that would sound really cool. Let's listen to our next one here. C. All right, here we go. And what's really cool as well is because these are all sort of similar rhythms going or patterns going, they're all just slightly varied from each other because it's all the Spy. They all have these slight variations but similarities at the same time. It's very nice. So I could chop and change on the fly too with my patterns. And then we've got our muted and sort of our slides. There we go. So there are our purple notes on, if you're watching us there, and you can see the little three purple next to the red notes. You've got 3 different slide and mute options. That's like a mute. That just stops it with a bit of a slide. That's more of a mute, that one. Soft mute. And that's like a hard abrupt mute. Oh, I didn't know you can tap it as well, so you can get that sort of muted tap. That's great. All right, let's show you how we can change the patterns. So, actually a couple of cool things with the patterns here. I'm just gonna move that across so I can see it. So you got a drag and drop option, so you can put your MIDI basically into a MIDI track here, like this. Yeah, that will get rid of my light guide down below, but that's okay, I can get that back. But yeah, there you go, there's your MIDI. I don't know if you can see that. Let's just close Kontakt for a second. yeah, so there's my MIDI line there. Obviously, if we want the playback, actually, we would chuck it back onto the Contact 7. There you go, all tempo synced. Just a nice little feature to be able to drag and drop. Kind of expected in like a modern day instrument having drag and drop features, especially if you got like a melody player or a pattern player or something like that. Now, for some reason, whenever I do a drag and drop MIDI, this is just maybe a little glitch or something that can be updated in the future, is that the light guide and all of the functionality on the Contact Kontrol S49 here goes away, but I think it's easily fixable by simply going to File and then just selecting, yeah, we're back. We're back in business down here, which is great. So I can see my light guide, I can see basically all my parameters here, which is really good. All right, the other thing with the pattern player, sticking with the pattern player here, is we can go to search functionality here. Now we've got a bunch of different patterns and we can just go through and find something we like. So we're in the spy at the moment. Knock on wood, very cool. I like that, that's cool. Let's find something we like here. All right, and we can, so up in the top right corner, you can choose which one you're going to replace. So at the moment, we're going to go over the Spy A. So we just double click that. So now E1 is this new deep upright bass. My tempo is a bit slower in my DAW, but now keep in mind, I can actually I can change the style too. So like if we go, I don't know if muted's going to work. Maybe we'll try this one. Or bowed. Nah, it looks like the pattern only plays the open melody. That's cool. So I can do the mute purple notes though while the pattern's going. I really feel like I'm like a professional bass player now, which is a lot of fun. So back in the search functionality, yes, you got all these different presets here, and there's heaps. So we can scroll right down. You got jazz, king bass, blues, soul, groove. One that sort of like took me by surprise, there was like an EDM one in here. I was like, whoa, these upright bass people do EDM. That's pretty cool. Funnily enough, whilst we're doing the show, cannot find it, but that's cool. I'm gonna try something else. I want this island vibe. Oh, that's nice. We got an island vibe here. That's beautiful. That's nice. That's very nice indeed. All right, let's move along. So that's your pattern section. Super easy to use. Very simple. Now, if you go down the bottom here, you've got your bass settings. Here's where you can play with microphones, what microphones are capturing the bass. So you can actually essentially change them on the fly. Let's just make sure we're in the open. Let's try a different one here. Oh yeah. Let's change the microphone to an LCR from condenser. So there's condenser, it's sort of more full-bodied. That sort of spreads it a bit more. That's nice. And then you got a dynamic AB. Wow, that's cool too. That sounds really quite full-bodied like the condenser. Ooh. The condenser is probably the cleanest one. That's awesome. I like the dynamic. You can put a low cut on it, so. Wow, it really changes the sound. That's awesome. I mean, you could do that. You could automate that. Love the sound of like the wood creaking too. It's really cool. You got a DI signal as well. Change the tone on that. That's pretty cool. You got your muted notes, how they play out as well. Noise, you increase your noise, put it back on condenser. Might put the low cut back. I like having all that. But it's a bass instrument. What do you want a low cut for? So you can increase the noise floor if you want. Really give it that sort of dirty bass frets. So I've turned my frets up. Should hear it more. Wow, yeah, you can hear them really vibrating. The other thing I didn't show you, I sort of, when I was navigating around at the start of the show, but how it sounds when you put a bit of vibrato on. You can hear it there. Man, I can't get over how real this instrument is. It sounds really good. So all I've done there is just turned up essentially to fret your noise floor as well, and just gives it a totally different dynamic, changing your microphone and so forth. Now you get to the fun stuff. You got your amps and effects here. There's actually nothing on this particular one, but you can go through sound presets here, which we can basically change up what is actually on the preset. So this one here, you got a parameter EQ. It looks like they're not activated. It looks like you just got the limiter. But we can activate some of these, turn it on. Ooh. Let's put a bit of reverb on. Subtle, medium room, we can turn the mix up. Ooh, there we go. Sounds like it's in a bathroom. Let's go through some more presets. We've got a supercharger, we've got a tape on this. That sounds rather slow. Let's turn up the factor of the tempo to 2x. There we go. So yeah, a lot of fun with the sound presets. I mean, let's go through a few more here. I mean, they've got everything you could possibly need or want. You can just scroll through them like this here. This one has a reverb and an IR reverb. Very subtle though. I'll go in there and give it a bit more mix. Oh, that's nice. Play my melody. Ooh, we're a bit fast. Let's turn the factor down. Probably a bit too much. But you can see you can really have fun with the effects and get exactly the sound you're after. It's got everything you need. You got your playback here, which I can see actually on the complete control. I can see my playback, tempo factor, latch mode, timing. I can add swing, humanize, that sort of thing. Actually, you can see if I play with it on the keyboard, yeah, it's controlling it in the software. So we can make it really human. Or we can make it more quantized. So it's on the actual note. Can add swing if we need to. Might speed this one. It's a bit of a slower one. And you can change the time, the increments, so we can have it on 8s. I mean, that's pretty much everything here. I mean, I've been showing you the melody version of upright bass, but you can, of course, just play the notes. But this is pretty much all you need to know or see on this instrument. There is a lot of fun to be had, and there's a lot more you can do here. You can play with the actual instruments, patterns here, just by going through the different patterns at the top here. So now we've got a whole set of new patterns that are all going to be correlating with each other. We've got Take a Walk at the moment. So you can have a lot of fun with those as well, your different sort of presets to be played together. Presets as in your pattern presets. Waltz. I mean, what's not to love about this instrument? Very easy to use, very easy to navigate around. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's upright bass. I'll have a link for it down below if you love this instrument. You just have to get it. Full disclosure, affiliate link, yes, you are supporting the channel, and very much appreciated if you do want to get yourself this instrument. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you did like the video today, make sure to leave a like on the way out. It really does help the algorithm. Hit subscribe if you want more of these videos. We do them on a weekly basis anyway, so if you want to see more of me mucking around with the latest software and occasionally hardware as well, then make sure to hit subscribe. And yeah, tell me what you thought about upright bass, session Bassist, the brand new session instrument from Native Instruments today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below if you have any questions. And lastly, before I go, this $9 for $99 deal, this is only for you guys that are watching this show when it drops almost on the immediate basis, because there's literally 5 days left. But it's freaking really good deal. I'll have a link for that down below. Don't forget about that. And I think that's pretty much everything. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. We'll be back next week with another fantastic, amazing, crazy, amazing show as always. Until then, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Peace out. Boom. Hey, thanks for listening to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast. Here you will find all the latest in music technology, software and hardware, interviews, and more. Also, don't forget to check out the Emlyn in the Mix YouTube channel today. Till next time, keep it real.